Welcome everybody to Bad Boys TV. We're back. We're about to watch a women's gold singles match between Donetta Henson and Laurie Teston. This is Donetta at the table. I don't know if they're getting ready to start or not. We'll see. We're coming to you live from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You are watching the 2018 Black Gold 8-Ball Championships. Let's see if she's just warming up or if they've actually started play. I was a little distracted, so I didn't see. Yep, they are started. So Donetta won the break. She broke. Almost made a couple balls. Didn't quite get one to drop. So we'll see what Laurie's going to do. This is a race to 5. Apparently Brett Baker is sleeping in this morning. He had the late shift last night. I don't think they got done till almost 10 o'clock, so we'll let it slide today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also, under there where you chat, you can click on that little $sign and donate a little money. Help us continue to bring the free streams to you. Every little bit helps. The more we show the potential sponsors out there, people enjoy it, the easier it is to get them to sponsor. This match is sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. If you don't play Jam Up, you should at least wear Jam Up. Even if you do play Jam Up, you should try out their stuff. Very nice. Cool designs. Very comfortable clothing. Doug Woo, welcome to the chat room, man. How you doing? Haven't seen you in forever. It's Doug. Woohoo! Nice shot on the 4. All right, we'll see Doug on Friday. Bringing your guitar? Kenny would probably love somebody to bring a guitar into the place. His wouldn't fit in the car on this trip, and he hates being away from his guitar very long. He starts getting a little sketchy. We get done with this tournament, we race home, get home like super late Monday night or something. I'll guarantee you he'll sit in his room for 2 hours and play all 8 of his guitars for a little bit. Yeah, Doug, you should write us some intro music. Each commentator can have their own little intro music. Well, Donetta's gonna be shooting the 5 ball. And then it's just a matter of where she can get. And I don't know if the one will go by the three in the side. I don't think it does. So either she'll have to shoot the one up, or maybe she can come blasting out of there two rail with a lot of spin and get up above the side pockets and be able to shoot at least the 7 down in the lower right. I don't know. I don't know if she can get that. Yeah, that was a tough call. Combo's there though. If you shoot the combo, you want to shoot it hard enough so you don't have to shoot another combo, but you don't want that one ball to get tied up behind the 14-15 either. Yeah, there is a Bad Boys song out there, but we can't use it. And then of course I always like Thin Lizzy's "The Boys Are Back." Can't really use that one either. There's a guy that performs live at Disney Springs in Orlando that gave us permission to use all his music, and we've used it on some stuff. It's pretty cool. He does a lot of instrumental stuff. Dominic Gaudius. But yeah, it'd be nice to have our own intro music. It's a Bad Boy song. I have no musical talent at all. Unless I crank up the radio really loud, I can sing like you would not believe, as long as the music on the radio is louder than my voice. But then the wife yells at me. Well, I think we're going to see a safety played here. The perfect safety would be to thin the 10 on the low side and put the cue ball right up against the 9, right behind the 8. That would be the perfect safety. Maybe even nudge the 9 out an inch or two. It's tough because you got to hit the 10 super thin. Or just a little bit heavier than that with some inside English would be fine, but it's a tough shot. Well, she is playing aggressive. Just banked it right over there, no problem. But the shape did not work out for her. Well, if the 14 goes in the upper left-hand corner, that would be a phenomenal shot. The trick is to do it without fouling. The cue ball that close to the 14 and the 15 right there. That's a tough one. Remember, everybody, you are watching Bad Boys TV. Yeah, Doug, we can get a Bad Boys TV theme song, Bad Boys Billiard theme song, a Rick theme song, a Kenny theme song, Brett theme song. We're going to need a lot of songs, man. Yeah. All the rest of you sitting out there doing nothing while you're watching the matches, write the lyrics. We might give away something for lyrics that are usable. The best usable lyrics. Well, now everything's wide open. Donetta definitely has the advantage here. The balls are open for her. And obviously she's at the table. Should be in pretty good shape here. Shoot the 7, pop off the rest. So you got the 1 straight in the same pocket with a stop shot, and then the 8 in the lower left would be the out you're looking for. Looks like she's going to roll forward. There you go. Get that Q-tip down a little lower. Oh, she's going back up a little. Go back down. Yep. She put that tip up too high. Needed to just draw out of there. And we'll see how she banks. Nice bank shot. Now we'll see how she shoots off the rail. The natural instinct is shoot this in the upper right. Some people would choose to shoot in the upper left, thinking, oh, if I miss it, then I'll block the pocket, and they have the ball up there. But in this position, you need to look at it and go, okay, I need to make this ball. Which pocket's the best for making it? And she has chosen the proper pocket to win the game. Because if you're thinking, oh, I need to block the pocket, you're probably not going to win the game. Oh, don't do that. Boom! Look at that. No scratch. Ball in the pocket. Donetta takes the first win. That was a very nice shot. It's okay to play block the pocket for most of the game if you're playing to outsmart your opponent, but if you're playing because you're not confident in making the ball, you're going to lose. Well, Laurie gets the break this time. We'll see how she breaks. I swear I think they have the air conditioner on in this hallway. It's like 28 degrees outside. Nothing drops. She didn't hit that cue ball square. You can see it spinning. You lose some of your power when you hit it off to the side like that. Well, she has options. She could shoot the solids or the stripes. The 3-4 is a little yucky, but really so is the other balls. But she could shoot this 15 if she can cut it thin enough and make it. She could break out probably all 3 of her stripes if she hits it just right. The 11's blocked by the 6 right now. But as soon as you start moving stuff, it's going to change everything around. Choices, choices. And what can you do with the choices? Oh, looky, looky. Well, she basically took care of 3 balls there. The 10, the 14, and the 11 all have a pocket now. That was a nice shot. I personally like shooting the 10 ball here, taking the cue ball to the bottom round, the cue ball right back up into the 4, bumping the 13 loose from there and having the 14 to shoot next. But she's going to shoot the 14. And I only give what I would do, just so that when the players go back and watch, they can see somebody else's perspective. She could get to it now. It's a little bit tougher, but she could get there. Shoot the 10, go up, and it'd be nice to hit just like you were the 10 ball, going straight up the table, because then you just nick the 4, about quarter ball hit, and that would give you the separation, and then the cue ball would ricochet off towards the spot and a little higher, so you have the 11 fairly easily next. If you hit the 4 square, then you'll be short on the 11. And she put some inside English and ran up and away. That 13 ball gonna get tougher. She wanted it to bump into there that time too. And now she's got to come with something. Yeah, she shoots this ball in the side pocket. It's going to be interesting to see where they go and lay. Oh. Well, she would have had a shot on the 5, but 2 and 6 is now tied up a little bit. Not sure what she's going to do with that 13. Oh, she just played a safe there. Well, if you're going to play a safe, I'd have liked to seen her maybe two-rail that ball over near the 13. So you got to try to work out some way to get a breakout shot on that. Nope, team brackets are not up yet. We just got the info yesterday, so they're working on them. Maybe tonight they'll go up. Don't want to end up in one ball hell. She could just two-rail this 9 towards the side pocket. She was trying to get it over here. But a two-rail in the upper right-hand corner, two-rail it towards the side pocket probably would have been a little easier. Get it in front of the side pocket, then you got a breakout shot. Coffee.
It's regular coffee or mocha, right?
Okay.
Okay. You want venti or grande?
I don't care. Got me a grunt to go get me coffee. Well, I don't know why. If she's going to shoot at a shot, why not shoot the 5 ball? Get yourself a little bit better position. See, she's calling the 6, but you're jacked up. She could just tap the 5 in and get the better shape on it. Well, I don't know if I'm Donetta here. I think I might shoot this 13 and kind of shoot it into the 3 and see if I can get it to drift towards that side pocket. Yep. I think it's close. But either way, even if it doesn't go, if you can put it in front of the pocket, you put a lot of pressure on your opponent. Because then you're out there ready to go. Right now, her opponent can freely shoot at anything because that ball's so tied up. So put it in front of a pocket. I think she can put it right there. This is a race to 5. Well, shot that pretty hard too. That's the last thing you want to do is put a ball on a rail like that. You want it to be close to a pocket. Well, while she's thinking, here's a little peek of the room. It's pretty full. Yeah, she's getting ready to shoot. Looks like she's going to cut the 4 up to the upper right-hand corner. I do believe the 9 goes. If it does, then the 13 goes. She's going to have a little tougher shape on the 8 ball. Don't forget to hit that like button. That keeps my sponsors happy. Allows us to continue bringing you free streams. And there's a little $ down there below where you make your comments. We do accept donations. Every little bit helps. Keeps the stream going for free. We know free is a very good price for you guys. But there are expenses. Oh, she did not have to shoot that hard. Really? She just needed to roll forward. That's a little bit of a gift right there. Four in the side. Looks like she's got the perfect angle. If she shoots the 4 in the side, the cue ball should come down here just past the 8, so she could make the 6, then the 7, then the 8. And if she doesn't get there, she can shoot the 7 next. Don't hit it with stop. Just kind of pop just like that. Oh, see? If she'd have made that, she would have been in really good shape. She didn't really leave Laurie anything easy. That 7 ball is huge right now. Because she's going to have to make a ball and get back up the table. Up and back up. Down and up and down. Whatever you want to call it. Rich wants to die. Yep, I think she was trying to play it safe. which wasn't a bad thought. So it was going to be real tough for her to make that 13 and get back up table. Hot coffee. Hot coffee. Well, it appears we got our internet stuff fixed this match. Of course, I probably shouldn't have said nothing because now it had a glitch. I should know better. My bad. Nice little 3-railer on that 6. Shape for the 4. Slow roll that puppy right in the side. Should have a nice little shot on the 8 in the lower right hand corner. Yep, both players rated at 424 is a pretty even match, but race to 5 is a little too long for the format we got going here. With the time we got from start to finish before the teams start, really each match should be scheduled at an hour and a half, which is what we got, but race to 5 for the lower level players are not going to get done unless there's a blowout. So everybody's going to be running a little late today. That's just the way it goes. Everybody wants to, all these promoters want to try to make the players happy by, oh yeah, I know you want longer races, but it's not how tournaments work. So if you have 120 players in a division, they obviously have to play on a 128 bracket. On a 128 bracket, you got to play at least 15 rounds to get done. So if it takes an hour, if it's 2 hours per match is what a race to 5 would take with the people under 500 Fargos, that would be 30 hours of play. But you don't have 30 hours to play. And that's 15 rounds if you had 64 tables. You only have 40. So there's 4 rounds. It would take two flights on the tables. So for this tournament to get done, it would take 36, 38 hours. So for those people that go, well, why would you schedule it at an hour and a half? Well, because that's what fits. Now, can the players get it done in that? It's unfair to expect them to, but we have no choice because promoters don't listen to us. So they get rushed, then they don't get no breaks, then they don't get... Really what ends up happening is you're not playing a pool tournament, you're playing an endurance tournament. Because, you know, at 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, every match is going to be running about 45 minutes to an hour late. Players, like, got to hang out at their table until the match is done. And the board sets the race length, or black gold sets the race length. Every year we tell them, hey, you should do this, do that. And then every year they come back and go, we want longer races. We want this, we want that. This year we just went, we're done arguing. Do what you want to do. And the great thing is now they have the opportunity to do some cool stuff. Lincoln City, Oregon, we get 1,500 players. They were getting 800 players in the singles, and we said, hey, get rid of the men and women's divisions. You have enough players. Let's do it all on Fargo. And here's the smart thing. Take all your people in singles and let them enter one division. Everybody's in the same division. And when that division is all done, everybody signed up, we will divide that by 6. Now, that doesn't mean we'll divide it exactly, 100, they got 900 players, so we won't do it exactly at 150 players per division, but what we'll do is we'll adjust it a little here, a little there, And then all those divisions will have the same bracket size, and almost all those divisions will have Fargo skill level within 50, 60 points. Now think about that. If the worst player in a 150 player division is only 50 or 60 points difference than the best player in that division, that is one hell of a balanced division. You don't get APA can't do tournaments like that. They can say, hey, all the 6s and 7s, but we all know a 6 in Connecticut is not a 6 in Florida or California. So there's a big difference. But with Fargo, we're going to have 6 divisions where the biggest skill break is going to be 50, 60 points. Some of them are only going to be 30 or 40 in the middle. How would you love to play in a division that is that balanced? It is sick. Sickly strong. So, everybody better get on board with Fargo. It works. Trust me. You have big tournaments, you don't have to handicap. But you can put everybody in a fair division. The smaller tournaments you need to handicap because you can't have, you don't want to have 3 divisions of 12 players. And nobody wants to come play when they know they're going to get blown away. So then you use fair match to do those divisions. But this tournament right here should have been everybody sign up in singles. Why is there a 460 female is the same as a 460 male, period? So why do we have men's and women's divisions? Your sexual body parts don't determine how you play. For too long, it's been done wrong. Oh, well, yeah, that's a woman master player there. Yeah, but no, not really. That was an open player. But you called her a woman's master. A woman's master can't play with a man's master because they're not rated the same. And it's got nothing to do with male or female. It's like people that cry about, oh, don't put the women on the stream. Oh, we don't want to watch the women. Yes, you do. If those women are 575s or higher, nobody wants to watch bad pool on stream. Fargo has proven that. I would, look, at a tournament, this amateur tournament, you don't like to watch bad pool or weak pool, then don't watch it at the beginning, because that's who I'm going to put on the streams, because those people never get streamed. And those people are going to call their families and go, hey, I'm going to be on the TV table. So we're going to put them on there. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's fine. But when it gets down to the wire, nobody really wants to watch bad pool unless it's their friends or whatever. So it's not about women or men. It's bad pool. Everybody will watch great pool. If Allison Fisher was at this tournament and she had to play the toughest guy at this tournament, you guys would watch. It's not got nothing to do with male or female. It's skill level. Anyway, back to the match. That was a long rant, but my coffee is here and I'm happy. And sometimes I go on a rant. But I think my audience is smart enough to know what's happening on the pool table, so they don't really need me to tell them. Not like the other streamers. Oh, if she'd have just hit that with a little more follow, she'd have had a breakout. Just a little more. Well, I'll tell you what, I've learned more off of bad pool players than good pool players. Because almost everything you learn off a good player, you can learn off a book. But every once in a while, you'll see a bad player do something. You go, well, how the hell do you make the ball do that? They have no idea because they're doing something wrong. But you'll learn from it. I've seen a player hit the ball with the wrong English, and it did something. And then later I was like, I need the cue ball to do that on this shot, but I got to make the shot. What English did that guy use? Because he didn't know he was using English. You will learn something all the time. Pool players that play perfect pool, you don't learn as much from because it's not as noticeable. Because they're usually not out of shape. So they don't have to do anything funky to get shape. So you don't learn, oh, if I shoot this shot and I use inside draw, cue ball's going to go this way. Because the better players don't need to put fancy crap on the ball to get it where they want it to go because their shape is good from ball to ball to ball. Well, I just don't know what she's going to do with this 2-7. She's got to come up with something. And Laurie's balls are all out in the open. Get a bump, get a bump. Now, believe it or not, you could make the 7 here. If you hit a little bit up table from the 7 with a lot of right hand spin so the cue ball comes into the 2 first and then hits the 7. You got to hit it with some speed. Just like that. She hit that almost perfect. The only reason I say almost perfect is because she would have liked the cue ball to come out just a wee bit farther. She can still make the 2. But it would be nice to have a less of an angle on the 2 so that it's easier to hold the cue ball to the rail for the 5 up in the corner. Am I telling lies, Doug? It's all true. Everything I say is true except for when it's not. Some of y'all won't even know. See what happens when I got to commentate by myself. Yeah, she almost. Yeah, not gonna hold, not gonna hold. I'll be right back. What's up? You can do one if you want. I don't care. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Works for me. That's fine. I kind of figured you did. All right. Yeah, no, that works for me. Yeah. Texas will buy anything, dude. You just tell them it's bigger. You just tell them it's bigger than everybody else's, they'll buy it. Yeah. All right. Later.
I heard you guys talking the other night, not getting any cookies from the desk.
Hey.
So I made you some.
You're awesome.
I know. You have to
Thank
share.
Do I?
Okay. Got
All
to share.
right.
Okay.
I guess. All right, I'm back. Well, she's going to have to go rail first. That's why I was saying it earlier. She wanted to hit that shot before that just a wee bit harder, so the angle on the to the two from the cue ball was a little less. It would have been easier for her to hold up. Do you guys know how to aim this shot? It's not as tough as you think. She's just got to barely miss the point. I don't have my telestrator hooked up this tournament because Jeremy's doing some fixing, but basically she needs to aim 2 inches above that ball, and from the center where she needed to hit to the rail, double that distance off the rail, and that's what you aim for. Well, if the 11 goes, in my opinion, that's the shot to shoot. Shoot that in the lower left, take the cue ball to the left rail, then back over to the right rail, then you got the 10 in the same pocket. If you're going to... Yeah, she's going to have a hard time getting the 10. She can shoot the 15 slow, make it, and have a longer shot on it. I have a fan who brought me chocolate chip cookies. A whole tub of them. No wonder I'm fat. Ooh, almost followed that in the hole. Da, 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 da. Well, it looks to me like all she's got to do is shoot this dead center on the cue ball. 5 in the side, cue ball will come down between the middle diamond and the left diamond and go right back up. She can shoot the 8 by the 10 ball. This match is going to be a long one. 1-1 after is that really 45 minutes? When did this match start? Yeah, 12 o'clock. Yeah, 1-1 after 45 minutes. you go. Just put a little backspin on it, but should be good. Just a little bit farther. Just a little distance there. Nice thing about this table is you should be able to just roll her on in there. Don't have to do anything fancy. I got my coffee, I got chocolate chip cookies, and pool table right in front of me. It's the life. Just gotta barely miss that 10. Oh, she hit it and still made it. What a shot by Donetta. 2-1. Be careful, dog. You talking about Ken Schumann? Or my Kenny? Really, with commentators, it all just boils down to the style you like. Ken Schumann does a pretty good gig. I can't imagine how there were a couple of years there where they had him come do the bar table and he did them by himself. There's no way I'm on my second match by myself today, and yeah, I couldn't do it all day long. And he's got that pro style. He likes to talk about their cues and every single little shot, and that's fine. Like I said, everybody has their own style, but I can't. Y'all want me to talk about that? I'd die of boredom. Yep, this is Rick Jones coming to you live from BadBoys TV. We're going to try to get Kenny in the booth later tonight. He's been hiding from me this week. Brett Baker should be in here in a little while. We try to give you guys variety. We all got our own little styles. We all feed off each other a little bit differently. Brett's more of a Ken Schumann type commentator. He likes to call the game. Me and my son Kenny are more comical, more entertaining, jump off the subject, get a little philosophical. Oh, we'll bring you pool stories. One of my favorite pool stories. They did a big tournament in Galveston I want to say it's probably been about 8-9 years ago now. And the people running it, really nice people, but they really had no clue what they were doing. And the staff that they put in charge of paying everybody had no concept of pool. They didn't know any pool players, nothing. And they were requiring 2 pieces of ID to get your check. Well, I'm standing up there because I got a list. They didn't even know how to track who had been paid and stuff. So it's like, hey, I give them a list of, we're paying 24 places in this division. Here's how you should track that. And that way you paid everybody and blah, blah, blah. And Efren Reyes comes up there. he's got his pay voucher. He wants to get paid, and the lady says, I need 2 pieces of ID. And Efren says, huh? And she goes, I need 2 pieces of ID. And he had handed her his passport. And so he said, you got scissors? And she gives him this look. He goes, scissors. So she turns around, found a pair of scissors, and gives them to him. Now keep in mind, these are the people that set up this whole tournament. And so Efren reaches over, grabs their tournament flyer, puts it in front of himself, and cuts his picture out of the flyer and hands it to her. He goes, how's that? So that was pretty funny. Well, she's a little hooked on this ball. Do we ever watch Shane Van Bonen? I've watched Shane play way too much pool. I actually gave Shane Van Bonen his start. I think it was 2006 or 7. The BCA Pool League got to pick a player to play in the pro event at their nationals. They could pick an amateur. And we had 2 names to pick from that we had decided on. And I had saw Shane playing at the Reno Open. I think he was playing Tony Chohan, 1 ball, 1 pocket. And the other person we had on the list had behaved poorly somewhere. I can't remember where. So I suggested Shane Van Bonen, and then we discussed it for a little while, and that's who we picked. And he finished second in that tournament, which gave him his pro start. And because he finished second there, he was invited to, I believe it was the U.S. Open 10 ball or the World 10 ball. And he won that. That was his next tournament. And the rest is history. Well, not sure what she's going to do here because she's snagged by the edge of that 10. Yeah. So Bud in the chat room says he doesn't have a radio voice, but I heard he has a radio face. That was wrong. Well, gotta shoot the 6 here. If you shoot the 1, you're gonna struggle to get shape on the 6. You shoot the 6 here. Well, she's gonna shoot the 1. Well, hopefully she's got the angle to pop out and the 11 ball doesn't get in the way. From here it looks like she'll roll forward, hit the back side of the 11 and be hooked. Oh, she got by the 11. Alright, good deal. can just shoot this about one tip up and maybe a half a tip to the right. And she'll make the 6 in the lower corner, hit the side rail, and come off of it just a little bit. She can shoot the 4 in the lower right, or just roll softly up. I just don't want to end up against that rail. Oh, a little hard. Still makeable. 14 might actually hold her for the 8. Don't want to be held for the 8 too much, because it looks like she'll hit the 14 a little more solid on the top and stay below the 8, and you really don't want to do that unless you leave yourself straight in the side. If she puts some inside spin on it, she might hit the 14 and roll to the right of the 8, which ain't bad, because then she can shoot the 8 in the upper left. Or if she gets enough forward momentum, she might pop up above it.
Phil, that was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, she's trying to figure out where it's going to go. I don't think the cue ball will go to the left of the 14 unless she tries to draw it. Just hit this with about 10 o'clock. Hit the cue ball at 10 o'clock and I think you'll end up pretty good. Just don't shoot too soft. Yeah, see? She got a little hose there. It's got a bad bump there. Double kissed it over a little bit. She did everything there right, except for I think she hit the cue ball a little bit too low. If she's going to try kicking it in the side, I like 2-railer. For a couple reasons. For one, if you go 1-railer, the cue ball is going to come off that 8 and come towards this lower right hand corner. If you go 2-railer, then it's not. It's not going to go towards that corner. Well, that's good. No ball in hand. So that was the key to that shot right there. Welcome everybody to Bad Boys TV. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you like free streaming, that's what you need to do. Right there, Bad Boys TV. There's also a little donation button down there. Every little bit helps. Well, she's got the pressure on Laurie now because she's down to the 8 and the 8's out in the open. So Donetta is sitting in a pretty good spot. Wow, look at that shot. Right down the center. That's pretty strong. She's in pretty good shape here, really. Just a matter of connecting the dots. taking the right pattern. Well, me personally, I like hitting this ball and going to the upper rail and just come right up table, straight off of that 10, just like that, and then shoot the 14. Shoot the 14 and pop off the rail. If you're not comfortable with that particular shot, just shoot it with a lot of follow. A little bit of inside English, like hit the cue ball at like 11. Come down 2 rails and back out. So you got the 15, 11, 12, roll forward 8 into the right side. There's a couple ways you can go from here. Yep, she's in great shape now. Yeah, a little straight on the 12. You'd like to have an angle so you could just slide the cue ball over. Yeah, she was forcing the over. Well, she left Donetta straight into the corner. It was a gift. And Donetta takes a 3-1 lead. Race to 5. And you are watching Bad Boys TV. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, Donetta's got the break. Where's everybody from? I like to know where everybody's from in the chat room. That way I know whose meds will wear off first. Because it goes from east to west. You guys get up, you have your breakfast, you take your meds. About 3 hours later, y'all start getting a little quirky. That's why we ask where you guys are from. Dallas. Oh, you got a while before your meds kick off. Well, got a ball on the break this time. Got 2 of them, 1 of each. Got a mess in the middle of the table, though. Well, I'll tell you, stripes aren't bad. She's going to take solids. They're not bad either, really. It's just a matter if you know how to move between the center of the table or from the end of the table to the center and back. You can check out the brackets. Go to badboysbp.com. Click on the home thingy. Go to online brackets. Then go to the 2018 Black Gold 8-Ball Championships. You can see what the payouts are, who's going where, all that fun stuff. Oh, 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 couldn't hold on to it. Actually, turn and look. Donetta, the 2 balls right there. Shoot and stop. Then the 4. Beautiful. Good eye, girl. A lot of times people don't look at the whole table. Okay, look here, Pensacola. Your meds are about to wear off, and I don't want to hear how it's 75 degrees there. It's bogus. Oh, Massachusetts. What happened to them Patriots in the Super Bowl? Oh. Get in the hole. Nice shot. Well, I don't know how straight in she is. I know there's an angle there. Hopefully she can, she really needs to be able to shoot this 4 and hold it for the 5. And she probably wants to be straight in on the 5 so she can draw back for the 3. Well, here, put a lot of draw on this ball. Shoot this cue ball at about 5:30, so you can draw back, hit that left rail. Just probably if you shot that, it'd hit about where her stick is now, and then pop back out towards the middle of the table to shoot the 5 ball in the same pocket. If your video and the chat are off a little bit, make sure you didn't accidentally pause your video, because we have the DVR turned on. I'm looking at my computer right now, and I can hear in the background, and it's all lined up. So you guys might have accidentally tapped your screen and delayed the video just a little. It's cool. You can pause the video, go to the restroom, come back, and catch up while we're live. And if you come back and watch us later, Bad Boys will be coming to you live then. Ooh, yeah. Think about that for a bit. Oh, she got a very fortunate bump on that ball, and she jacked her up. All kinds of evil in that leave. Very, very brutal there. Welcome to the jacked up shot in the 85-degree cut. You're jacked up like this. Aim about an inch away and hit that cue ball at about 10 o'clock with a little bit of speed. You could always try to bank it to the lower right hand corner. I think I'm going for this shot just because my opponent hasn't shown me they could run all the way out. And you got a good chance of putting it in front of the pocket, or even in front of the 9. You can play it safe, you can tap it, but where are you going to put the cue ball? You put the cue ball behind the 9, you just make sure you thin the 9 and run the cue ball to this end of the table. Go for the cut. Good things can happen. The safety, you gotta hit it better to get a good, really good safety out of it. Yeah, you might get to shoot again, but you might be hidden. It's a tough shot no matter what you do here. Yeah, she went for the bank, which was not, like I said, not a bad option because you're going to put it down here in front of other balls. Hell of a shot, girl. That was your 2 options. Well, you had 3, but like I said, the safety I didn't like at all because you were just going to get safety back again. not like you can keep them off of their balls. And now she has a ball in front of the pocket, which puts a lot of pressure on Laurie. If she would have just bumped the 5 off the rail, she'd have still been a diamond and a half away, and Laurie would have had many, many options to leave her hooked. Oh, look at this. Going to fall right in the window. Well, that's very unlucky. Laurie, I'd stay off the slot machines today. All that traffic in the way, and you fell into the window. That is just not fair. I don't know what Bonnie's got scheduled on the stream today. It's kind of mixed up. Kinda. And of course, this one's going to run a little late, probably. So that will mess up the schedule a tad. Oh, feeling a little strong there, Donetta. Donetta just running. No, Kenny's not up yet. Good Lord. Kenny's like probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Nice shot. I don't know why she's got to go that far away from the 8, but she shoots it pretty good, so we now have a 4-1 lead. Laurie has got the break. Here's what's going on in the rest of the room. Just to the right of this table is the TV table we're streaming on right now. There's people everywhere. Pool players on the loose. Alright, Laurie. Let's see a good break. Make a couple balls. She hit him hard last time. I don't think nothing would go, though. Look at that. She put everything in that. That, my friend, is why you should use the magic rack. If those balls were tight, they'd be a lot better spread. Because she hit it pretty good. Well, They both suck. I would probably take the stripes. And I'd probably start by firing the 10 ball into the side pocket and breaking that 9 away. Well, still open. I'd probably still take the stripes, but I'd shoot the 411 right here. You guys are all hung up on the Shaw and Van Boning racking issue. He re-racked him and broken ran anyway. Tight rack. That's all you really, guys. If you rack them tight, balls will go. And the pros know that. But when you go to Derby City, and you guys should all come see Derby City at least once. That's the greatest tournament on the planet. When the 9 ball starts, come on down. Let's see you rack the balls. They're tough to rack because they've been playing bank pool and one pocket on them for a week. Here's the thing. What was it? I want to say 4 or 5 years ago at Derby. Mike DeShane came to us and was fussing about Shane's rack. Now, Mike DeShane hadn't played Shane in the whole tournament. So I told Ken Schumann, I said, hey, you're on the TV table. This is the match that's going on the TV table. It's the final. I'm pretty sure it was the finals, or maybe it was semifinals of the 9 ball. I said, check the rack. It's the TV table, so check the rack. So Schumann went and told Shane he was going to check the rack. Shane racked the balls every time that he racked, and Schumann double-checked it. Shane beat Mike DeShane 7-0, and I do believe he put a 6-pack on him. So there you go. They all whine when they're down. I will tell you this. Shane has never come and complained and with the situation with Jason Shaw, he didn't come to the tournament desk and go, hey, Shane's not racking him tight enough. And I'll give you that instance, and there was another instance where a player was playing and the player made a scene on the floor without coming to the tournament desk. He brought the tournament desk into it, but he did it from the floor. And here's my problem with that. If you do that, you're just trying to shark your opponent. Be a professional. Come get us. We'll come deal with the situation. But when you cause a scene on the floor, you're doing that to try to shark your opponent. So at that point, even if your opponent, and honestly, I'm not calling anybody a cheater when they're racking. Because you have to, first, I have to walk up to the table and try to rack the balls myself to see how they lay. Maybe they just keep coming apart. So I am not going to call anybody a cheater until I've investigated the situation. However, if you make a scene on the floor and don't handle it professionally by just going, hey, I'm going to get an official, then you're a cheater because you're trying to shark your opponent. You're trying to piss your opponent off or get in their head or put them on tilt. That I know for sure because it's an asinine thing to do, is try to cause a scene. And, where was the scene when you were up 3-0 and then he ran 2 racks in a row? Why wasn't there a scene then? No, you didn't get a scene till it was 4-3 their favor. Too many signs say bullshit. I don't want to talk to Glenn. When I talk to Glenn, it's trouble. Good God, I'm talking to him now. Did you kill Brett? Was he breathing?
I think he was. He was snoring like a gerbil.
Good God, dude. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. All right. Triple tasking here. Watching the chat room, talking to these guys. All right. I can hear him. Tell him I can hear him all the way over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm not even going to Washington. It's snowing too much. Good God. I'm trying to commentate a match over here, you guys. Good Lord. That's a guy on a phone. I can hear the guy on the phone who's in Washington wants to talk to me. Good Lord. Well, she's got an angle here, I think, to try to pop down into that mess. So yeah, don't forget to join us at BadBoys Billiard Productions on Facebook. We are currently working on an idea of putting a radio station together on the internet where we interview players. Nice, Bank. Come on, give her a little more. Yeah, that might be trouble. If she could have came over about another 6 or 8 inches, that would have been great. Yeah, I think these two players, their Fargos, are right at 527, 530. But anyway, so we're thinking about putting a radio station together where we do call-ins and take questions and interview players and people in the industry. Try to do some educational stuff. Not just, hey, where'd you get your cue from? But some in-depth, cool radio stuff. So we're working on it. So if you join us on Facebook, then you'll know when we're about to do it. We want to try to, bring in Diamond and have a conversation about their tables, or bring in the APA and have a conversation about their leagues, or CSI, or TAP, or players and what they think about racking and the formats, and bring in, I'd like to try to get an interview. If we can get this thing off the ground and running, I'd like to interview the Moscone Cup teams. So we got a lot of ideas in mind. And of course, all those ideas have to have support to be successful. So, well, Donetta gave it a shot. I think when you're up 4-1, you need to just try to break out some balls. I can't tell. I don't think the 4 goes in the lower left. I think the 13 is blocking it. Uh, if she can shoot the 2 off the edge of the 8, so it just moves the 8 a little bit, hits the cue ball with a little bit of low right, she might come right back into the pack and break out the 4.
Sure she will. What's he want? Just call him. It's about the tables he's got to pick up. And it makes more sense. Watch him drop him off there than having him drive down there, picks him up, drive back down there, picks him up.
Not really. Because he's got to get him after. We have to do the tournament first. And APA is going to be 7 tournaments.
Oh, they're already got something.
Probably, yeah. So I can't take him any day still after APA.
Well, call him and tell him, because there's nothing that's scheduled around everything. Was scheduled around, and now it's.
Nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So call him.
Da da da. Da da da. Hey, what is it with old people who stand out in the hallway and they put their phone on speaker and they yell at the damn thing so we're all stuck in their conversations? Anybody know? Just curious, because they all do it. So any noise you hear in the background is an old guy having a conversation on his phone that he wants everybody to hear. Well, let's see what we got here, huh? Find out if the 4 goes by. Doug, I'm out in the hallway. We're not even in the tournament room. That way the background music doesn't interfere with us. Y'all want to listen to their conversation? See if we can pick it up. Can you hear that? It's super loud. Try not to blow your eardrums out. That guy is sitting about 25 feet away. People amaze me. Anyway. Good Lord. I could turn this mic up. We could hear the other guy breathing on the phone. It's like, seriously? Hey, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to do my job. You're going to be out here on your phone loud, loud, loud. I'm getting their personal history. You guys want it? Hold on. Good Lord. Just trying to give you guys a little insight on how to be a spy. Well, I'm not sure. Well, she's going to kick it one round, try to make it in the bottom corner. If she makes it, she might end up having a great shot on the 4-ball. That's too funny. Don't mind us, dude. We're okay over here. Okay. Look at this. Look, look, look. Oh, hell of a try. Hell of a try. Well, it's a pretty good thing that congressmen and senators don't do pool tournaments, because I could have accidentally gave away world trade secrets there. Instead, we all know Billy Bob quit his $60,000 job a year, and now they want to hire him back. And somebody bought something for 17. Anyway, Laurie's in a really good spot here. She should shoot and make the 10 first. Shoot the 10 first. Get the cue ball to come over about where you're at now. Or not. Okay, so now we have a steeper angle on the 10. And shooting the 11, you're going to clear both solids. And not the greatest spot to get shape on the 10 from. Well, you can bank the 10. Either way, everything's running away from the 8-ball. And I think the 8-ball only has the lower right-hand corner. No, I don't have a sign up that says live recording going on because I'm in a back hallway. Like, literally in a back hallway, way away from the tournament room. And I'm sitting here with a table and a computer in front of me and a TV in front of me with a headset on. what do they think I'd be doing? That's a pretty steep cut for the 10 in the side. Not to mention a bank will 3-rail you to the 8. You gotta be aggressive. The bank would get you closer to the 8. She hit the bank. Didn't put no gas on it though. And she's on the wrong side of the 8. Things that make you go, Look, ooh, she could have used a little nick off that 2. It would have made her real happy. This is a shot everybody should practice. Set up this shot and then figure out your angles of where the cue ball comes off the rail based on where you hit the cue ball with your tip. Because this would be 1 below dead center and it will pull it back between the 8 and the 4. Oh, she just lost her mind on that shot. She did not give that any hope of making it anywhere. She didn't commit to that shot, and there's what she got for it. And that's why I say practice that shot. You gotta have confidence in where the cue ball's gonna go based on where you hit it. She could have hit that ball with cue ball at 11 o'clock and went around the 8, or she could have hit it at 5:30 and come up this way, or 7:30 and ran into the 8. I mean, there's a million ways. But the one she shot is the one she doesn't want. Come on, Internet. Alright, so here we go.
so it won't be an EO.
She's gonna go a little wide here. Maybe not. Sure looks like it. Oh. Should have shot that softer. Left that cue ball way up there. Well, Laurie takes her second game. It's 4-2.
You gonna clean the lunch?
She hit him good, just nothing would go. Looks like Brett Baker's out of bed. He just posted on Facebook. I'll tell you, the choices have just been... Neither set has really been laid out nice after the break. Personally, I would shoot the 9 because I know I could make the cue ball go into the 8 right there and get some spread. Yeah, you got one of them out of there. And I'll tell you what I'd shoot right now. She's not gonna, but I would. Shoot the 15 off of the 14 into the lower left corner. Table open. Definitely would shoot the 15 off the 14 now. Go for the kill now, Donetta. If the 5 doesn't go in the side, shoot the 3 and put yourself in a position where you can plow through that stuff and get it all spread out, because your 4 is blocking the 11. Everything else you want to get open now. Just my opinion. Get aggressive. You got ball in hand and the ball blocked up the table. That makes everything else much easier to deal with. Shoot the 3, shoot the 3. Oh, just a little more bump. Where's the love? She gave it a swing. I'll give her that. It's movie time. What is your favorite billiard movie and why? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'll be breaking out the stuff down here. Because actually, you move that 4, the stripes then have the advantage. Yep. The stripes definitely have the advantage now. It's all about math and percentages. Oh, please, the color of money, Newman and Cruz, enough said. What does that say? Newman was in The Hustler, too. Plus, you spelled Newman totally wrong, but that's okay. What does enough said mean? That's not no reason. That's like a millennial reason. It's wrong, because I said so. Reason. Gotta give me a reason. Me personally, you have to go with The Hustler and The Color of Money, because they're 2 totally different movies and they fit the time period for which they were made. Exactly, the Music Man was awesome. That starts with T and it rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. He was okay with billiards and balkline, but not pool. Pool is bad thing. Got trouble right here in River City. The Hustler, great movie. Dark. It's a very dark movie. For you guys that just watched it just for the pool and didn't catch any of the darkness. Oh yeah, well, they broke his fingers. No, it was much darker than that. The Hustler. A lot more fun and upgoing. Still hustling, still a little dirty, but more excitement and adventure. Oh, hell yeah, that song's pretty deep. Tells a whole story. Come on, where's your pool hall junkie boys out? Right. I know we got people under 40 in the chat room. I'll be like, yeah, Pool Hall Junkies. Pool Hall Junkies was entertaining, but it's a B movie. It's like watching Beach Blanket Bingo. Come on, Donetta, go for it. There you go. Oh my God, how did the 5 not come out? The heck of a shot. No reward. No reward at all. No. Pool Hall Junkies was a B movie. You know, it was a B movie that had 2 famous actors in it. That's it. I guess they had more than that. It was a B movie. Catered to the youth. And that's fine. Oh, Cody. Best pool movie. Not even close. It was good. It was entertaining. B movie. And there's nothing wrong with B movies. Sometimes the brain just doesn't need to have to work that hard and just be entertained by silliness. That was Pool Hall Junkies. Anybody see the Baltimore Bullet? Doug, we said B movies, not P movies. Don't be getting too excited over there. Well, if you got ball in hand, you shoot the 14. Or you shoot the 14. You could shoot the 13 and try drawing the 8 and get a little spread. But shoot the 14. Go up the table, shoot the 11. If you go too far, but I like to shoot the 14, roll forward. Well, okay, well, see the problem with that is you don't have the angle to blast everything wide open here. So now you shoot the 13 and stop. Ooh, now, I think the only pocket Donetta can make this ball, and I hope I'm saying her name right, is bank it to the bottom right pocket. Kisses and Caroms. Is that a movie, Doug? Is that a Valentine movie? We're at 2 hours, 6 games done, 7th game almost finished. Oh, don't follow too far. Give yourself a little angle so you hit the 5 and push the 15 up table a little bit. Look at this, folks. She's calling a ref on herself. Gotta respect that. Got to respect that. 53 watching and only 15 have hit the like button. Please hit that like button. And if you're too lazy to hit the like button, there's a little $ box just below where you comment. You can hit that and donate anytime you want. Every little amount helps. Big bad Bill's in there. Not sure. On the TV screen, this angle looks all wrong, but it's probably not. Looks like she's going to go wide. Yep, I was going to say second diamond, but she actually went wide, third diamond. And she shot it so hard that her ball is no longer out in the open. It's blocked by that damn 11 ball up there. If you're going to miss in front of a pocket. It puts so much more pressure on your opponent. You will win way more games. Way more games if you miss and leave it in front of a pocket. Uh-oh. I feel the safety coming. Cue ball behind the 8. Oh, look, surrounding the 5 ball. Oh, she's sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. uh, Off the rail, off the 11. Oh, I could start some stuff in the chat room today. Shall we have a gun conversation? Or just stick to pool? Got quiet as a church in here. Oh, would have been nice if she could have nicked that 11 going by off the rail and hit it on the backside. Would have put her in pretty good shape. Oh, she bumps it in front of the hole. Worst thing she could have done there. Oh, Alicia, you coming to visit? All right. You gonna wear that shirt I told you to wear? I saw the pictures on your Facebook. Brett's awake. I know, and I was entertaining myself too. I don't invite people, just anybody, to my back room.
Well, you'd probably get people back here if you had cookies.
No, I don't want to tell them I got cookies. Alicia, you used the WTF? What the hey? I was just being nice. You're the one with the dirty mind.
I don't say WTF.
I know, good God. I just asked her if she's going to wear the shirt I saw on her Facebook page because she's coming. She took that as all dirty. Now she's losing her mind. Look at Brett shows up. Donetta's going to make this ball and make it a win.
Oh, good. We're back. We could get a break here.
I don't think so. They're like an hour behind.
Oh.
Can't do a race to 5 in an hour and a half. Just trying to tell these people, but they don't listen to me. Actually, they're only a half hour behind.
Well, it's early.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be. And it's not the women that can't do it. It's none of the lower division skill levels can do a race to 5 in an hour and a half.
We were talking about that last night on the live stream. It has nothing to do with gender.
And Donetta wins that one 5-2. I'll go grab the next score sheet, see what's up. Brett will reboot us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's how you get notified when we go live.
Refresh your YouTube, and we'll be right back.